Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Soulstone Survivors. Today we are trying something else, and by that I mean we have unlocked the next character with the Arcane Staff. This is the Magician, the Arcane Weaver. It does have a channeled attack, which is very nice. We also, when I unlocked this, I just unlocked it, I found out that this is actually very easy to make. It's just the first two levels, and we actually have enough ingredients to unlock this. We do not have the money, but I do find it interesting that the ingredients for this character are almost easier than the other one. So that is just something to note. The runes still not available. Skill trees, I've done a few things here, nothing too crazy. Mostly just maxed out the beginning portions and the pickup range and things like that. So let us see what this is about. What we are going to be doing is the third map. We are going to be going for a projectile build, so let us see how that goes. I do not know. I'm not the biggest fan of the projectiles, but we shall see. As we can see, this is the channeled ability. Look at it go. And yeah, not too bad. We're going to try. This is going to be more of a ranged build, and let's see how it goes. So yeah, we shall see. One thing to note as well about this entirely is just the fact that we take more damage, which is not fun. But I did turn on auto leveling. So we will no longer queue up the levels. Once a level happens, we will get the level immediately, like in most other games. I kind of like the thought of storing up levels for just having like a burst, especially if levels can heal you and things. But holy moly, right off the bat, we get double arcane missiles. Yes, please. Double the casts. Okay, that is a... if we're going to start, that is probably one of the best ways that you can start. This run may be blessed, although, I don't know, projectiles, a little spooky. No projectiles here. We have a range. Let's get our skeleton friends going. Again, we are going to try for projectiles. The skeletons might go pretty well, too. You can see them running around. Look at them go. All of our little friends just doing their thing, causing a distraction. I kind of want to see what happens when we summon more with these up. So let us see. Do we actually... Oh, there we go. Increases the health, fine, or increases the damage. We're already double casting, so let's just increase that damage. And yes, they do stack up. So we do have... We're going to build like a little bit of an army here, which is pretty nice for getting them early enough. The later on they go, they really don't do that much, it seems. So I'm happy if I'm going to get them early. I do like critical strike chance. Let's just get the first guaranteed crit right off the bat. That way you can see, look at this. It's just, it helps with all these small enemies. Just boom, you know, it really helps take them out. And we have our first elite. Bump, bump, bump. First of what I'm assuming is 2, as per usual. Whoa. And a new skill. Ooh, what is this? Melee ice attack. I've never seen that. And again, ranged area. We are not getting any projectiles. This is not what I want to see. We will get there eventually, but that is a little upsetting already. Apparently our army of skeletons did take down that elite pretty well, though, so that's pretty fantastic. I do need a lot of those resources to get the weapon upgrade for the other character. Oh, there we go. We're bouncing around a little bit. When you dash after getting a knock-up effect, it really does send you flying, which is pretty fantastic. I'm going to get a couple of these spontaneous combustions and things, especially with the double cast of arcane missiles. We are hitting things quite a lot, so I am very happy with that, in fact. I will say, as blessed as it was, again, with our minimal amount of projectiles. There we go. First projectile. There we go. We finally have an actual projectile ability. And as you can see, it does some pretty good damage. Now, this is a targeted ability, so you can see where my mouse is going is where I will fire it. Only this and poison are targeted, I believe, so that is just something to note. This is instance. We're not going for instance. That would have been great for the last run. So let's just get 10% damage. I'm happy with 10% damage. That is not something that is going to be bad in the short and or long term of the run. Oh, we definitely want to kill that. Oh, okay. Super dead anyway. Not too bad, not too bad. These levels are going to come in pretty quick again. You level up pretty fast, pretty early, and then it, oh, look at that. That guaranteed crit on that first hit just destroyed that one. Potency, reduced damage taken, or channeled spells. As far as I know, right now, Arcane Missiles is really the only channeled spell. I've not seen any other channeled ones. But you know what? I am happy with that. Again, look at this. Melee, ranged, area. Well, I guess this is a projectile. There we go. Chaos Bomb. Join the projectile club. So it begins. We're finally building our projectiles. Of course, it is with the bomb that has a chance to do 1 damage, as well as a whole lot more, but 1 damage is kinda... Woo! Alright, let's just escape all that. Beautiful thing is, we don't have to actually be near the boss in order to do our damage. With our projectiles, we just sort of stand back, let things happen, and look at that, we've already killed the first boss. Nothing really... Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's what we want to see. Arcane Missiles, Firebolt, Chaos Bomb, and... ooh, damage by 30, but increases... cooldown. No, no. No! No to cooldown increasing. No! You never want to see that. That's like one of the worst things I can imagine entirely. You want to fire faster. I would gladly take less damage but fire more often than more damage, fire less often. So, that is fine. Again, look at this. We have a buff, melee, we have range. I mean, we're taking Meteor Shower. Yeah. So, Meteor Shower won't last forever. Again, we are going to replace things with projectiles. We are going, not pure... Well, I mean, ideally pure projectiles. I might take the health gain talent or spell as well, just because attack speed of fire or 10% to everything. I like the attack speed of fire, but I mean 10% to everything is way more than 25% to one thing, you know. So let's get our 10% to everything. We can see our Arcane Missiles. They're doing some pretty decent damage from their starting position now. So I'm actually feeling really good about that. Again, they want it. I mean, they want us to give us that. No, no, no. We'll take the damage reduction. We were missing out of that of the other character, so I'm very happy to get that back. Again, melee, instant, ranged area. No, no, and no. So what will we be taking from there? Woof, 15% area to all of our skills. Okay, that works for me. We can see our bigger Arcane Missiles flying out, doing just the good work right there. This game is definitely very hectic, so we shall have to see. Ooh, I do want more area. Let's get some crit going on, though. We do have the initial crit, which is great, but for bigger enemies, we want that longer-lasting crit. We want it to actually be done. 10% more area. Beautiful. And we can really see the size of the area in, like, the bomb. That bomb is significantly better. The Meteor Strike, significantly bigger. And oh, finally, we get another projectile. It has happened. So what will we be replacing? Let's get rid of the Thunderstrike for now. I like the Thunderstrike. It does massive damage. But let's start replacing some of the things. We will get rid of the skeletons next, probably, and then the meteor after that. We have all damage. Let's go with some movement speed. Movement speed can save your life without a doubt. So, again, we're feeling pretty good. We have good damage, we have good everything, so I'm feeling pretty happy with how this is going. You know, pretty smooth. Get some of our big hits in there. And what is nice, again, is we are pretty much a ranged character. You know, before we were ranged, but we were trying to get within a certain range. Again, buff. This is a projectile, technically. Is it really a projectile? Not really in the same way, but we're going to take it. We'll get rid of the skellies. They've served their purpose. They are doing good work, and I probably should keep them. I think they would be a big help in the long run, since they got established, versus getting them later on. Number of dashes. Oh, or 15% damage. Number of dashes. I mean, come on. I speak highly of the dashes. I believe in the dashes. Look at them go. Ooh, let's actually try and get some of the resources, too. We do want resources. Fantastic. What else do we have? Oh, see, now we have some better choices. Let's go for the damage done. It is potent. I do like move speed, beyond a doubt. But we do have that third dash, so move speed is a little bit less important because we have that third dash. Arcane Instant. Ooh, this is a new one. There was some update. I don't know what it did. I'm guessing it added some new things, which is fantastic. I don't want any of those, though, so fantastic there. And let us go with some Critical Strike potency. Again, we are doing crits initially guaranteed. We have some Critical Strike chance bonuses, which is already fantastic. And let's reduce damage taken by 1 yet again. This should hopefully mitigate some of our poor damage abilities that we have on this character. So I'm very happy with that. And yeah, I mean, the farming continues. There's some healing down there. You can get some movement speed that I literally just said wasn't that important, but, you know, it's getting the job done. Honestly, the fact that I'm still seeing these skeletons sticking around, probably, you know, I'm already missing them a little bit. Melee. Oh, a frostbolt. There we go. Alright. I do like you, Meteor Shower, but we are going projectiles. That is our thing. So let us get to it. Hopefully we will now start to see more and more of those projectile-specific things. I would love to see if we got like double projectiles for all of our projectiles. That'd be amazing. I'll just take damage for all of our projectiles. I think that would be a lot of fun as well. But who knows? So what do we want? Critical Strike. Chance to completely block, which is pretty nice. Or we can just go Critical Strike, Chance of Frostbolt. Let's just stick with Frostbolt. It's a projectile. We'll make it better. See where things go. And as looks like they redesigned the graphic for the Goo Blast that he has, which is pretty cool. So that is obviously with the update. So that's fantastic too here. You know, not too bad. Boop, boop. Make sure we just zip on out of there. The projectiles are very nice. I am a fan of it. The only problem with the projectiles, if you're going projectiles only, which probably isn't the best thing to do, I just really hope to see like those double projectiles, is they're not the best at protecting you specifically. They're great at range. They're great for running and gunning. But if something is on you, you know, you're not really handling them too much. So. But look at that, second mini-boss down, no problem at all. I do like me some Smite. That is, look at that, 9 health to all allies. Oh, 9 is pretty substantial. We are going to pass up on it, I believe, for now. We will be back. Again, we had the choice. Oh, I should have taken the attack speed by 10% to everything. I was a fool. Oh, I was a fool. But that's perfectly fine. 10% damage to everything as well is quite nice. I am not going to complain about that. Let's get probably another level here. Yeah, there it is. Poison things. We have 2 poison projectiles, so let's do... Ooh, nope. 10% attack speed to everything versus 20% damage to 2 things. Let's get these attack speeds going. And look at that. We, you know, running and gunning, taking care of things. I don't want to collect too much of the health crystals on the ground if I do see them. Because, you know, I want to leave that for when I need it. I don't know how health crystals work in this game quite yet, if they just spawn on a timer, if there's like almost always one up when... I know there isn't always one up, but I don't know if they'll only spawn if the others are gone. So let's look for some mines. Let's kill some guys. We need to get to 1,500, so 400 more enemies, and then we are in the clear for the next boss. Again, we're doing pretty okay, not too bad. And you can see, look at this. I mean, we're still killing things. We're just running around. You know, our arcane missiles are just flying off, doing its thing. And, yeah, things are just sort of dying around us. That is what you want to see. That's sort of the power of the projectiles in this case. We're able to keep everything just at a good range. And, yeah, that's a completely different play style than the last one, where we really wanted to be up in the face of the enemy, because all of those... things that get called down onto the ground, well, you want to be near an enemy, so they're called near an enemy. You know, then you want to see them in your screen, where we can just run around and shoot behind us, in essence, and really handle all of the things. You know, this enemy, I can be all the way over here, and oh, he's dead now. He'll die to the dots. No problem at all. Plenty of snakes, though. I actually like these snake enemies. They're pretty cool looking. You know, ooh, we're in a shadow wave phase. Never a fun time. This is actually prime projectile time, strictly for the fact that projectiles are, I think, probably the most move-friendly build, where, you know, your goal is not to get surrounded, where with pretty much both of the other ones, you want to be surrounded. Both of the other ones being melee and the area effects, which makes sense. I mean, they are area effects. We're not going to worry about that. So maybe if we go skeletons, that's when we go buffs. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Skeletons and buffs. Maybe that will be my next build. 10% more area. So when all these things explode and all of that fun stuff, they will hit bigger groups of enemies, which is glorious. We've taken a few hits. Not too bad, but I don't know. I'm not saying I don't trust myself, but projectiles, I'm a little bad with them. As you can see, I'm not doing the best. My health is relative. Oop, I'm just charged into that guy. Perfectly fine. Give me that. Thank you very much. We want to aggro as much as possible. I mean, that's one big thing with projectiles, is you want to aggro everything and get it so they're following you. So when you're doing your dash arounds, they will just be right behind you. Orbs, increase damage done, but oh my god, look at this. These are terrible. These are terrible. I could just have 5% or 8% slower and 10. You know what? Let's go for the fiery shield. 5% more damage, probably better. Fiery shield, kind of cool though. You know, we get these 4 orbs. That will be our protection around us. I was just saying protection around us is a little bit weak. The fiery orbs aren't that much protection, don't get me wrong. You know, boop. They'll do a little plink, but you know, maybe if an enemy is weak, it'll be the thing that does snipe it off in the end or something along those lines. So, not really going to complain there. Oh, really? That's another problem with the projectiles, is it's very easy for it to just slip right past the enemy, like it almost through its legs, it seems. I could have sworn that one hit prior would have definitely gotten it. But that's fine. It is fine. You know, we have the technology, we have the ability. We are gathering our ore as well. All right, finally we have another mini boss. Let us see where are you, Mr. Mini Boss? It looks like you're probably up here somewhere. Let's get this crystal, get our health back up. Boop. Come on, crystal. Oh my. All right, so he is definitely over here. And oof, there we go. Get some doom going. And let us see. Just going to sort of circle this guy. Keep it down. Unfortunately, we can't necessarily see where he is anymore. But we're going to go around. Oh, there he goes. Shoot out there. Keep the mouse on him. And there we go. Let's get these projectiles hitting the boss. And again, you can see we're still hitting them from pretty far away. Now the enemy is getting in the way, as it were. And we have our jungle cats. Jungle cats sneak, cats attack. You know, look at them. Look at them. They're just coming at me. Oh, they're just jerks. They're the biggest jerks of them all. But we're still, you know, holding our own, getting the kills. Not really super worried about the poison stuff that he puts on the ground, because usually that's around him. The boss also has a cleave attack, which again, we're not getting close enough to trigger. Same thing with his AoE attack. There we go. Projectile. Ooh, a lightning projectile. What shall we replace? Well, you have the poison upgrade, so you know what? This Chaos Bomb, it does a lot of damage. Potentially. So let's get rid of that. I don't like the potential. Let us just replace it with lightning. That way, they're all still level 2, which is fantastic. Look at... Okay. Whoop. And zoop, zoop. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And look at this. I mean, the boss is going down. You know, we haven't taken much damage. We've taken a little, don't get me wrong. you know, it happens. Ooh, I thought that goo wasn't really going to hit me, but that's perfectly fine. We're still just projectiling down the boss, getting launched every so often, but we have the health to handle it. Do need to start to look for some healing, though. One healing would heal us back up to full. Do you want to try and stay a little high? Damage can creep up on you, especially if you sort of I don't want to say mess around, but just if something happens, a dodge goes badly, you know, who knows? Frost. Look at this, another critical strike chance of Frostbolt. Yeah, sure. I mean, let's give Frostbolt a huge critical strike chance at this point. Woo! All right. There we go. Okay. Oh, see, that's how things can go a little bad, but the boss is down. So there we go, and look at this. You know, all these things are just coming at us perfectly fine. How's our damage? It's doing. You know, it's definitely damage. It's not necessarily, you know, the kill or be killed, but we have the kiting potential, which is very, very nice. We do need to see some projectile-specific abilities, though. You know, get all of my projectiles 20% damage, get all of my projectiles double strike. I keep saying it, and maybe if I say it enough, it will happen. Every time we apply poison, there's a chance for doom. We have 2 poison abilities as well, so let us go for that. That way, you know, again, stacking up these dots. I really feel like this game does have a nice system with a synergy between the dots and things like that. You know, fragility for getting better crits, something for doing more damage, something for slowing them down. Doom can just be an insta-kill effect, which is very, very cool. So, in fact, we haven't even seen the Doom projectile yet, which is surprising. The Doom projectile does a lot of Doom damage, so I would like to get that. I love me some Doom damage. I'd probably even replace the fire with it at this point, because I don't want to replace the poison. Again, we have 2 poisons. They have the upgrade for poison damage, and we just got that last one. Again, nothing here for us, perfectly fine. Get that more attack speed. That is even more perfectly fine. So, alright, we have a lot of casters. It's fine. We have a lot of jungle cats. Look at them come. Look at them. They're just chasing me down. They're so fast. Jungle cats, be fast. And then we have the runners, and they just sort of go boom. Runners go boom. Jungle cats, be fast. Never forget. But look at this, we just came over here, and we were just firing in this direction, and stuff just died. You know, it's not... it does work. Oh, we're already on to the... What is this, the 4th? Holy moly, we're on the 4th boss. We actually got here really fast in terms of time. I will take it. And look at that, I mean, we've taken down, you know, 10% of his health already. Not bad. You know, looking forward to more. And now that we're so far away, he's not going to be doing... Ooh, look at that. Get through these jungle cats, get our dodges on, try and get this mine, get it. Perfect. How are we doing? Ooh, only 181 of the ore. Not that good. Now, one problem here is I wish it kind of had an arrow where the mini-boss was when he was off screen, just because it'd be kind of nice to know, you know, where he is, like, especially with your projectiles, especially because most of them are aimed, or many of them are aimed. Maybe not most, but many of them are aimed. Some are not. Some are definitely just a random target, which is perfectly fine. In fact, probably better the way that I play. So what do we want? Chill. I think we already have this as well. We can check. There it is. Touch of Ice. We already have one. Another one would be kind of cool for more movement speed. Better movement speed reduction, better kiting. But let's get some health going on. That way we can store up a bit more in our bank. Gives us a little bit more of a buffer because we are that weaker character. Although, again, we do have 2 extra damage reduction thanks to talents or levels or upgrades or whatever you want to call them. Ooh, that's bad. Don't go into the big piles of goo. Big piles of goo, very bad for me and you. But keep shooting the mini-boss, because that is the plan. Ooh, green snakes. Boom. Just make sure we're not taking too much out of the way. And yeah, we have, I mean, what's nice is we do have our channeled missile ability, which is just hitting stuff around us. We got that fire orb, which again is just hitting stuff around us. Oh, there we go. That's the good stuff right there. I want them to stay clumped up. I just want to keep firing stuff into the... Oh, yes, and a crystal. Health crystal, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. And we do have a health crystal over there as well. We are basically full health. A little bit off, you know. But not enough that we want to actually expend a health crystal as of yet. Another health crystal. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Good to know. Good to see. Let's just keep firing into the masses. The boss is somewhere over there. You know, should be in this general direction. There it is. Shift, shift, move. Oh, wow. The boss really, really turns on a dime when you go past him. So that is something to note of... I mean, you saw he was basically complete with his ability. And I did a double dash, and he still just tracked the shit out of me right there. Critical strike potency by 30. Nice. Damage of poison bolt by 30. Let's go with the critical strike. That will, again, affect everything critting. So... like that 2,700 damage. Seems like a lot, especially compared to the beginning. But, you know, we definitely could use some more. Ooh. Yeah. Yee. It's happening. You know, we're getting a little overwhelmed. You know, we're just not killing things as well as we could be. But at the same time, we are focusing the boss more than anything else, ideally. I mean, that is ultimately the goal, is to kill this boss. That is what I want dead, especially before the last boss. You know, this is the fourth one, which is not an easy one to get through. I think I've only killed the fourth boss once so far, so that is very good to see. And we just get that health crystal. Wasted 3 health. Oh my gosh. That health, that was terrible. My dashes went into a little bit of a rock. Wasted health crystal right there. We actually kind of want to get that one. Perfect. Get their health back up. Keep going. Alright. We can do this. We can do it. And I do want another level, too. Really, really bad. Level-wise, we're doing great, though. 44. I think in the first run, that's where we ended. Maybe that was the second. I think that's the one where I was like, oh man, is this level going to do it for me? I don't recall. Maybe that was the second. But yeah. I think we're doing pretty good. Time-wise, this is much faster, too. I don't know if that's faster because we're killing more things, or maybe the patch did speed it up ever so slightly. Because, again, it does appear that there are some different abilities and whatnot, so that is very good news. Got him! Oh, look at that! And we're still so far away from the next one. I mean, we have, what, 250 left until the next boss? And the next boss being the final one at that. Woo-woo. Cannot argue with that. A buff, a fire thing, a thingamathing. Boo, boo, and more boo. Let's get this burn damage. Again, get that synergy going. The more we stack up, look at every single enemy having all of these little dots above their head from everything that's ticking away. You know, they're slowed, they're burned, they're poisoned, they're doomed. I mean, it's pretty neat. It's just a number explosion. There is so much going on in this game. It does seem like it's a little difficult to see. It's probably my biggest complaint about the game. Is especially with the projectile build, the meteor build, stuff was coming down everywhere. I mean, literally, I could barely even see where the healing thing was coming down, and that's just a beam of light in a circle. So especially when you're in the thick of things and all the stuff is happening. Oh, there we go. We're getting there. Oh, 50 away. Oh, no, 150 away. Look at me. I do numbers. I swear. But yes. Getting through the next phase. We would definitely want to get that guy. But don't want to get him more so than survival. As you can see, the survival of this run is basically as high as you want it to be. I mean, we don't have the healing potential of the other one, but we're not getting near anything. So really, it's just look at how in between those enemies I'm shooting. Oh, it's the worst. That's the worst right there. That's why I think the projectiles are a little blah. Arcane, only arcane. Fine. I probably should have taken 5% crit to anything, but arcane missiles are attacking twice. And, you know, when we're on our own, they're sort of the things that can target the things close without me having to worry about if it's going to hit or not. Arcane missiles will hit, so I'm okay with that. But the last boss coming up here, 80 kills. I am good with that. Woo! I do think if you dash through the bomb-carrying skeletons, they will just explode and not really hit you. Or at least if you dash close to them. Maybe not necessarily through them specifically. And we're doing pretty good. We're up to 14,000 lesser souls. Very good to have. 360 of the iron ore. I think we need 400 for the upgrade to the other character, the weapon upgrade. So let's try and snag a couple of these, because once we snag those, they are. I mean, we're getting. Oh, there you go, 400. Boom. Just what I wanted to see. Let's get this little squad of little guys over here. That should hopefully get us right around the corner to the final boss. I think it's the final boss. I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen if we beat this guy. So this is very exciting. Will I even beat this guy? I don't know. Again, I'm not necessarily piercing enemies that well. We have dealt some damage. You can see he is stacking up with those debuffs, which is all we want to see. We just want to see debuffs on debuffs on debuffs and numbers on numbers on numbers. Should probably be able to get another level before he's dead, which will be good. Maybe that'll give us something cool, something fun. Again, double projectiles. Let's go. I want to see it. That's all I want. When you fire a projectile, it fires twice. Oh, please. Bomb man. No, thank you. And we still have healing crystals. I mean, look at that. There's a healing crystal down there. Not gonna get it yet, because again, you don't want to waste it, of course. Woo. Yeah, I think this is working pretty good. Lots of enemies did get the level. Movement speed, very nice to have. But again, we're just going to go with more chance to apply things. We want to stack them up, you know. Let's try and get safe and shoot that boss. You can see some Doom did apply. Now, this Doom is not that powerful of a Doom effect, but it's a Doom effect. I'm very happy with that. Anything that we can stack up is a good thing that we can stack up. Doom, I love Doom just because it has a twofold effect. It's just a very hard-hitting dot usually. And the second effect is if the dot that is left on the enemy would exceed the enemy's health, it just instantly dies. So it's sort of a dot plus. Dot being damage over time, for those who are unaware. I'm assuming anyone that's watching this is aware of the term dot, but, you know, that doesn't mean everyone is, so I completely understand. The other aspect of the dot is the hot, which apparently there are none currently in this game, but a hot would be a healing over time effect, so if we ever get an ability that, say, heals me for 2 HP a second or something like that, that would be a hot, or a dot is the damage. Dun dun dun. As you can see, we're just firing, I don't even know where, you know? I think with a build like this, it would be nice to be able to zoom out a bit further. This does appear to be the zoom of the game. It's not a bad distance, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it is a little small for the sheer amount of distance that you can cover with these projectiles, you know? See, I don't know what these red-green crystals are. I mean, did that heal me? I don't know. I don't know if they're like fake ones. There was a real green crystal there, which is good. I am trying to sort of bait out the boss so he moves a bit, because I definitely do not want him over there. Unfortunately, I'm aiming in the poison area, because that's the direction that the boss was, so it's showing me my skills, but that's how I have to aim. A little annoying there as well. Not the end of the world. Just a little, So what do we got? Buff, ranged area, and a physical instant. No, thank you at all. Poison bolt or critical strike potency. Let's go again. We're doing some pretty good crits on a lot of moves, so that potency will definitely help pretty substantially. This last boss, about 50% dead, full health. You know, we have not really been taking damage, not really putting ourselves in that much danger. So this definitely is a very safe build when you stay clear away from everything. Does that mean it's the best build? I mean, arguably, whatever wins. If this is my first win, which currently it's looking like it will be, I guess you could argue that it is indeed the best build. However, I think best is about having fun, and I have a lot more fun sort of making sure I dodge in and out. You know, winning is fun. And I do want to, and I'm glad I am almost assuredly going to until I jinx myself pretty bad right here. You know, because that's what you do. You always say you're gonna win, and that's exactly when you do something stupid and get hit for 80 and don't find any more health crystals or accidentally pop all your health crystals. So you know that's kind of how it goes here. Let's try and drag the boss out a little bit. Let's get some enemies to follow me. Got a couple more mines going, sort of just chill up here for a hot second. Oh, the boss did come up pretty far. There we go. Fire. Yeah, fire. Let's go fire. Ooh. See right there? Just getting knocked around. All it takes is one bad knock around, and then all of a sudden you're taking just stupid amounts of damage because it shoots you into like all the piles of goo, and then the boss hits you with something. Although the real big, massive amounts of damage come from the boss when you're within range of him. It is his 360-degree explosion. What that does is it actually knocks you down and does about 40 or 50 damage to you. But the knockdown, you're knocked down. So things are also still beating your face while you're on your butt. So you really do not want to be knocked down. Obviously, let us get down here, destroy everything we can. Hopefully the boss... Yeah, the boss is up there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's just make sure we hit the boss a little bit. And everything is following us. If all of the projectiles were... Ooh, I did take a few hits there. Trying to slow down a little bit. I want things to get within range so I can be sure I'm hitting what I want to be hitting. Again, the boss is down to 40% of the boss's health, so I'm very happy with that number. Obviously, 40% is pretty good for us to still be at 90% plus health. You know, whoa, right there. The big jump. Ooh, damage of frost. Yeah, 30% damage to frost. Very good to have because frost is the one that does have the fantastical crit rate. So that is pretty amazing there as well. Better than 5% damage to everything, because if you are getting more crits with that ability specifically, well, that 30% damage converts to even more based off of their crits. You can see tons of experience everywhere. We're not I mean, levels are few and far between now. Even with all that experience, we're about half a level. But we have killed tons and tons of enemies. Down to the final stretches, less than 20%. Let's go. I mean, come on. We're just destroying them. Over 20,000 tiny crystals. Oh, I can actually afford something. So how does this build work? Stack up. It's good. It's a good build. You know, that's the move. That right there, that fart explosion, that is what will kill you. That is going to take you down. You're not going to have a fun time. Thankfully, you know, we got through. Whoa. Just got another level. Let us replace. Nothing good. Thank you. That's what I want to see. I want to see nothing good. You know? I don't need anything anymore. I think I am pretty good as it is, you know? So let's see. We're about to kill this boss. You know, we have no more goals other than to eliminate the last boss. So here it is. There it is. Boom. Everything has died. We've gained the crystal. A portal has opened. Ooh. Look at that. So fancy. There we go. A victory. 100% victory. New record on the fastest victory, of course, as this is my first one. Fastest victory on map, of course, with character and with weapon. I really like that it stores your best records there, so you can be like, oh, if you change your weapon, still the same character, well, maybe you can have a new record for that and everything. Very, very cool. And as you can see, here's all of our upgrades. None on skill cooldown. A little bit of resistance and reduction and all of that stuff. Not too bad at all. So there we go. Let's see what we can buy. I mean, we got a ton of money, or runes, or what have you. So let's see. Did we get enough for the blacksmith? We did get enough to get this, which would be a new channeled ability, which is a fiery missile that seeks 4 random targets, dealing 5 damage and burning. So this is essentially magic missile with burning, but it has different starter modifiers. Very, very cool. This one over here, we did get enough. As I said, 400. Look at that. And this is the bleeding one. Very, very cool. A physical melee instant. Very nice. Maybe we'll try that for our melee build, but very big body mass. Oof. And movement speed reduction. Gross. Who wants that? Who wants movement speed reduction? Come on. And then we also have the Sentinel. Let us buy the Sentinel. Get a new character. Very bad with maximum health. Oh my god. But very good with crits. Very tiny, which is good. Movement speed, good. Dash, good. And what are we doing? We're firing arrows and applying fragility at a 1-second timer. I will take it. We can also go to our skill tree if we want and apply some of these things over here. You know, maybe get some more attack speed, get some more experience gain. Not some more experience gain. I think with the character unlocked, we'll probably play with this character next time. See, well, actually, no. We're not going to play with it. We're going to play with this character. And we are going to go to the blacksmith, and we are going to unlock his weapon. Boom. Now we have it. So now when we go to this character over here, we... Oh, it's on top of... Oh, look at that. Okay, I thought this would just be this, and the percentages would replace these percentages, but they don't. So it's literally just an addition to. So for instance, with this character, we would lose damage resistance, but we would gain damage, movement speed, and experience just for having this. Oh, that's pretty cool. And what is the final one? We can actually unlock that right now as well, because it only needs these resources, not too much at all. Easy peasy. And this would be health, which would supplement us a lot. Body mass, which would undo some of the reduction. 15% attack speed, not very good though. But it's basically a shotgun. A shotgun sounds pretty cool too. But there we go. Next time we will probably play a melee build, just to see what that's like. There we go. And as we see on the map, let's just take a look. Boom, 100%. Look at me. Look at me. We did it. Map affixes. So I guess once you beat the map, there will be some sort of affixes that you can do for greater rewards. Very cool indeed. And, of course, the other maps are locked until full game release there. So we will 100% the other maps, of course, at some point. But yeah, this has been Soulstone Survivors. Not too bad. First successful run. I will take it. So thank you very much. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please leave a like, comment, toss that subscribe out there. Greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you next time. Take care.